Okay, Gavin, congratulations on this film. Since you directed the first film 9 years ago, can you tell us a little bit about what the road coming back to this story was? Why did it make sense to do it now?
Well, I think it was less about why now and more about, I guess, the journey it took to get here. And the journey is the nectar, and timing is everything, and I guess if you slow down, you go down, so we just kept pressing forward, and we found a light in the shadows with Ben and Matt's company, Artist Equity, and then we forged an incredible partnership with Amazon, MGM Studios, and we all locked arms, and it got us here today.
Amazing. I love that community partnership, hell yeah. Ben, can you talk about what it was like coming back to play the legendary Christian Wolf after all these years, and what made you, were you excited to revisit it?
Yeah, it was wonderful, you know. I mean, Gavin and Bill and that, you know, worked and cultivated sort of the story for a long time, and the idea was always kind of, the central appeal to me was to be able to expand on the experience working with Jon. He's so fabulous in the movie, it's so much fun. Incredible cast, and they really wanted to create, you know, fully fleshed out characters for all these people, and you have this, you know, really wonderful movie, and everyone has a chance to do something to shine because these characters are interesting and the setup's interesting, and you have like the sort of story really is about the humanity of these people and trying to connect and trying to align with one another, and you know, it was really a lot of fun, and you know, for me the challenge, of course, was, you know, the months and months that I spent training to line dance. Which really qualifies as a stunt for me.
You did a great job.
Tom Cruise has nothing on me. Just in terms of line dancing.
Jon, can you say a little bit, you know, Brax and Christian are able to like really expand on their brotherly bond in this film. Can you talk a little bit about like the dynamic of that and how to, you know, it's deep, but they have a lot of conflict going on too, and they have to be a team again. So how did that evolve, you know, on screen and off screen?
Yeah, look, I think there's, you know, there's no stone left unturned with Gab, just the way he works, the way Bill works, you know. You know, I think there's a really strong foundation in the first film. You get to see them as kids, you get to know what they're about, but they don't really get too much time together. Now it's just such a joy to do it with Ben. You know, Ben's he's a hero of mine, and I admire him so much. And
you don't have to say that.
No, man, but look, he's equal parts beautiful person as he is a beautiful artist, and it was just it was really cool. It was really cool, and you know, I've said it before, but you know, making movies for me is usually knocking my head into a wall and kind of hating myself, and you know, it's just so. This was very easy. It was very easy to work with him, and yeah, it was a real joy. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Grateful to Gav.
Okay, Lynette, I do want to talk a little bit about the film, you know, kind of raising the bar, very inclusive, with all the neurodivergent casting, and those were all, I think, Harbor Academy actors, even all the background actors, and we're all cast from the local LA programs. Can you talk a little bit about why that was important and how maybe the industry should be doing that more?
Yeah, no, I think one of the great things about being part of any movie is the casting process and getting to work with seasoned actors and seasoned actors working alongside newcomers. And I think whenever there's an opportunity to knock down the barriers to entry to like new talent, neurodiverse talent that maybe doesn't have the opportunity to showcase what they can do, like why wouldn't we do that? I think number one. And then I think number two, there's a lived experience. And these actors came with their own individual stories that they. All right. They came with. I can also really just talk. They came with their own individual stories stories that make the characters richer, and they gave all of us so many ideas that we just simply wouldn't have come up with on our own. And so that kind of specificity adds an incredible color and authenticity. So it's like gold for filmmakers, as well as just being a real opportunity to discover new incredible talents. And the actors aren't playing themselves, they're just bringing parts of their personality to the characters that they're playing.
Okay, Cynthia, can we talk a little bit about how it felt to portray Mary Beth Medina? She's navigating all these complex dynamics between these two, and she's grappling with her own, moral compass a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sort of still processing. I mean, this is my second time watching the film, and I'm having like the pinch me moment of like, I get to be part of this collective, this group. And if you told me almost 9 years ago that I would get to be on this ride again, I just feel really fortunate, and I feel like for Mary Beth, she's sort of the entry point for the audience. They're on the ride with her, and they're trying to pick up these clues, and I was curious if the audience, if they were like kind of keeping up with her. But it's just awesome to get to play a character like this and just be amongst this wacky bunch of other characters. We're all kind of, in some ways, we're all cut from the same cloth. They're all kind of these lone wolves, and we have our little lone wolf pack. They're all very determined and smart, and I think we all, as people up here, have some of those qualities too.
I love that. Okay, Daniela, you're playing a badass. Can you talk a little bit about, the depth that you got with this character beyond just her tough exterior? And I also want to hear a little bit about that fight scene.
Oh yeah, Cynthia, I went through the ringer. Well, when this all happened and I was reading her on the page, I was like, okay, she's like the T-1000. Which is, it's an interesting role for a woman to play. But I had a lot of meetings with Gavin, and we really talked it out, and obviously, as you know, Anais is also Edith. So it was hard to find the moments of like, when do I crack Edith? When does Edith get to come out? But I don't know. This is really fun. It's also like very opposite to everything that I've done before. Like, anyone's familiar with my work, it's like usually comedy or So this was so weird to literally be like T-1000. So it was really fun. And also, it was just I was so hyped. I was so hyped to be cast in this movie because I saw the first one in 2016 in theaters. It's like one of me and my dad's favorite movies. My dad's like, I love that movie because he's so economical and his house is very, so he's got his money in his house, right? He saves. My dad's obsessed with that component of the movie. Yeah, I don't know. It was awesome. It was also really fun to just kill a bunch of sex traffickers.
Cynthia and I went through the ringer for the fight sequence.
We did, but we both came out unscathed.
We did.
So it was just fun, total fun to fight.
Pretty much.
I love it. Allison, this is your first big feature film role, right?
Yes.
Awesome, congratulations. Can you share a little bit about what it was like being on this set with these actors, with Gavin, and what that was like for your first big film?
Yes, of course. Well, I have to add from this comment about the fight scene. The first time I met Cynthia, she was in her wardrobe for the fight scene. So she had a bloody nose and her pajamas on, and we gave each other a big hug because we've been imagining these scenes together. And then Danielle and I met in the hair and makeup trailer, and I had no idea who she was, although I was like, she does look familiar. And we're like, hi. And I went on, and my hair and makeup took like 2 minutes. But anyway, I told Lynette and Gavin last year that this was the best introduction to so-called Hollywood I could have ever had, and that I was a self-submit. I submitted myself, and it was even more meaningful that they chose me for me versus any other avenues I might have gone through. So that was Yes, very meaningful. And then just the key word that was passed around for me was grounded, that everyone I was working with was so grounded and just hard worker, yet talented, and just a bunch of humans making a movie. And for my scenes, it felt like I was at hacking summer camp. Like, me and the students were at Harbor Academy, and we were just having a good time on the computers, typing away to get Chris done with his mission. And it was a lot of fun, and I was playing with Gavin's voice or Mary Ellen's voice, the AD, so I had them in my ear, and then I was imagining all the scenes with Ben and Cynthia and Daniela and the mob boss at the end. So I was hearing their voice, and Gavin did like 10 takes of this one scene over and over. So it was a lot of commitment on everyone's part.
Okay, Gavin, as everyone saw tonight, this film has a really great puzzle. It unravels and the crowd gets to go along for that fun and twisty ride. What do you hope that audiences take away from this after this exciting world premiere?
I mean, you hope that people enjoyed and they had fun and it was a great movie experience. But I think what I would say about my hope is that the movie, I remember when I saw a film called The Crying Game, and there was a secret in the film, and that became, as an audience member, I felt a part of protecting the secret. So I guess what I hope is, and I encourage all of you guys, especially people who are going to review the film, is to please protect and preserve the secret of this movie. I think it's one of those things that if you don't know the twist and it's not spoiled, I think it'll be a different cinematic experience. So that would be my hope.
Yes, please don't talk about my nude scene. Save it for the people.
There was a nude scene, but we cut it out. No, he practiced line dancing in front of the mirror, naked.
It's a choice. I like it.
Okay, Jon, I also just want to ask you, in real life, are you a dog man or a cat man?
I'm definitely a dog man, but my wife has made me a cat person as well. So
So this storyline was true to life.
100%.
I love that. Thank you so much for all of you being here and sharing this badass, amazing fun film with us. Tell all your friends. It comes out on April 25th. Remember to vote for the Audience Awards. Put your vote in. We love this.
Thank you.
Thank you.